Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I'm pleased to rise today to speak on Bill C-25. And listening to the debate in the House this afternoon, I have to say I was quite shocked with some of the comments that are coming from across the floor. The suggestion that all our problems with pension plans can be solved by just increasing the CPP is a misleader. We know that when the finance ministers met and discussed about the potential of increasing CP premiums and CPP benefits, that there wasn't consensus. To have a change in CPP, Mr. Speaker, you need to have the agreement of two-thirds of the provinces representing two-thirds of Canadians. And there wasn't enough consensus around the table to move forward on increasing the benefits of the Canadian pension plan. And that's why we came forward with the pooled registered pension plan, and which is being supported in principle by all provinces. There is unanimous support to go forward with having the pooled registered pension plan. I know that when I've been out talking to people in Selkrik-Interlake, when I've been talking to the businesses up and down our main streets and throughout the 71 communities in my riding, they are glad that they now have some options. Unlike a lot of places in urban Canada, out in rural Canada, there isn't a lot of big businesses that offer employee pension plans. You know, so they've had to resort to using their own savings, go into RRSPs, not having that employer-employee contributions going together into a pension program. So now they have an option. And now we have the ability to take all these small businesses, and you've got to remember that if you look at the stats, that small and medium-sized businesses represent over 90% of the businesses in Canada. They employ 67% of Canadians. A lot of those businesses are self-employed individuals, and now they have an opportunity to participate in a larger fund that is pooling their resources, pooling their dollars, cutting down on the administration costs so they can make the investments for retirement. You know, just over the break here in January, I went around, I met with some of my Chamber of Commerces, I held some pre-budget consultation meetings. I know even last fall in some of my meetings with municipal councils and with Chamber of Commerces, they were talking about the pooled registered pension plan program. And they see this as a benefit. They see this as an opportunity to help retain employees, because now their employees will have an opportunity to participate in a pension program rather than having to, relocate. As we see a lot of people going after, more lucrative employment opportunities or leaving for other areas of Canada, going into urban centres, and that's the wrong approach for rural Canada. So by having the government move forward on the PRPP, we now have a way to make small and medium-sized businesses, for the self-employed, to have a competitive opportunity to keep people in our communities so that people can, on top of enjoying the great attributes of rural Canada, will have that ability to have the same potential for retirement earnings and be able to then, of course, retire in those communities and allow us to continue to have the community services that we need, to have that taxpayer base, the ratepayers paying their property taxes, and their children, of course, going to the schools, making use of our rec facilities. So we have to maintain that population base, and this is another tool that allows us to do it, Mr. Speaker. So I encourage everyone when we vote in a few minutes here on Bill C-25 to support it.